This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports, here we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
What's up, my wonderful peeps? Sports to the bone here again, man. Shout out to all the viewers, subscribers, and the followers. Big up on yourself. Alright, my viewers and subscribers. So, in the next couple of hours, West Indies, they are going to be taking on Pakistan in the third and final T20 game of the series. And we see some interesting news coming out of the West Indies camp. It is said that a further 5 members of the West Indies touring party, they have returned positive tests and they will therefore have to be isolated and things. So we're going to be reading that story, going to be zooming in on it. And I also have an article here from Sportsmax where they are covering an interview that was done by our captain Nicholas Pooran, where he was saying he has no clue, no idea why our batsmen make the mistakes that they do. And, it's as if he's out of explanations, he's out of answers in terms of what these batsmen, need to do. So I'm going to be looking at that. But before I go any further, just going to ask you, if you are new to the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please go right ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you leave a like and drop a comment. All right, so we are going to be looking at this article that was posted on the West Indies cricket page before we go down into the Nicholas Pooran story. So at the top here, the title that I'm seeing, a further 5 members of the West Indies touring party have tested positive for the Big C. Now, the article starts off and it says, following PCR tests administered on Wednesday in Pakistan, Cricket West Indies can confirm that 5 more members of the West Indies touring party have tested positive for the Big C and will now undergo a period of self-isolation. Now, 3 players, right? Wicketkeeper batsman Shai Hope, he is there. So we would have noticed that Shai Hope got off to a good start in the last T20 game, and we're hoping that, he would be there in the final one to do his thing. So Shai Hope, left arm spinner Akeal Hosein, the most economical spinner, the only man, the only bowler that really seemed to threaten Pakistan. You understand? So Gudi Kishmoti will definitely need to come in the third and final game. And all-rounder Justin Greaves, along with the assistant coach Roddy Iswick and team physician Dr. Akshay Man Singh. So those are the guys that returned the positive tests that were carried out over there in Pakistan by the Pakistan Cricket Board. So all 3 players will therefore miss the upcoming matches, and all 5 individuals will remain isolated from the rest of the West Indies squad and are now under the care and supervision provided by the medical officials. Now, they will remain in isolation for 10 days or until they return negative tests. So, yes, my viewers and subscribers, the team is really going through it. So let me just read the last couple of lines that they have here. They say, with a total of 6 players now ruled out of the tour due to the Big C and a finger injury to Devon Thomas sustained in the first T20, CWI and PCB officials will be meeting on Thursday morning once all members of the touring party have been tested again to determine whether the tour can continue. So it's a strong possibility that they will have to stop the tour. I guess by the time you are hearing this video, you will probably get more information as regards to what they would have decided. As you know, the final T20 game will be played on the 16th. And the ODIs, the first one should be played on the 18th of December. The second one should be played on the 20th, and the third one should be played on the 22nd. So I am not sure what is going to happen, my viewers and subscribers, but our squad is definitely dwindling down, and we are losing some of the stronger players, the ones that you would expect would go out there and stand up. As I said, Shea-Hope didn't do too badly in that last game there. Akil Hussein, he has done well in both games so far. So to miss him now, I am not even sure if we are supposed to go out there and play that game based on what I think is coming for us. Alright, so we're gonna be moving on to the next story where we see Nicholas Pooran. He did an interview and it seems as if the man is stressed right out. So I'm drawing this one from the Sportsmax website, and this article was written by Mr. Leighton Levy. And the article says Pooran has no clue why West Indies batsmen, including himself, make the mistakes they do. So that is the headline that they have there. And going down into the article, it says West Indies T20 captain Nicholas Pooran said he is unable to explain why his players, himself included, continue to make mistakes that prove to be costly in matches. Now, Pooran was speaking with the media in the wake of his team's narrow loss in the second of the 3 T20 internationals in Karachi on Tuesday. And as you guys know, we're trying to chase down 173 for victory, but we were bowled out for 163. Now, a result that the Trinidadian agrees could have been a different one had batters applied themselves better. You understand? So the batsmen needed to apply themselves. We're talking about application there. Now, asked why the players, himself included, keep making those mistakes, Pooran said he simply did not know but pleaded for understanding as the team was still learning. And it's not Pooran's duty to know, it's not Pooran's job to know why the guys are making the mistakes. The coaches are there to point it out. When I say it's not Pooran's job, right? I know he's the captain, so if he spots one or two things, then he will need to say it and need to bring it up. But the coaches are there, and they are the ones that need to figure out what is happening. Now, Pooran is quoted as saying, "To be honest, I really don't have an answer. If we knew why we make mistakes, then we would have the best team in the world by now. But it's cricket," Pooran said. He is also quoted as saying, "We are learning on the job, so don't be too hard on us." And this group of players that they have over there, I can definitely agree that they are learning on the job. You understand? But in terms of as it relates to why they are not, why they are always getting out, it is simple. They are just not at the level that they should be. So it means that the technique is not there. You understand? Or in other words, they are not as good as the other players that they are coming up against. And now, emotionally, we are going to say West Indies batsmen are the best in the world. They are the this, they are the that. But the performances are always saying otherwise. Now, the article goes on and saying, explaining why he got out to Mohamed Nawaz, going for a second consecutive 6 with the bowler had already conceded 14. I remember this, guys. We were talking about this one. Pooran went for another big shot. After the bowler would have conceded 14 runs in that same over. So I guess Nicholas Pooran now wants to see if he can clear that up for us as it relates to why. Now he's saying that when the bowler had already conceded 14 runs, more than the required 10 runs and over. Alright, Pooran is quoted as saying, "I saw Nawaz as a match up. I thought to go after him, but in saying that, getting 14 in the over, I felt like I didn't have to play that shot off the last ball off the over when I could have just tried to start the next over, so knock it down and take a single." All right, at least he would have looked at that and he would have seen where he went wrong. And this is the thing, after you do a thing, it is very easy to look back and see where you went wrong. But the ability to go out there and to focus and to stay concentrated to make sure that you do the right thing, that is another thing, right? Pooran is also quoted as saying, so that's why I felt it was a silly mistake from me, because that's something we talk about. we don't want to be getting out to last balls if we don't need to. You understand? So based on what he's saying here, they would have addressed these sort of things in meetings, you know. But when, as a batsman, when you think you are in good nick and you see a bowler as a matchup, probably you are always going to want to go at that bowler. Now, in closing, the article says, he said Brooks, who got out trying to sweep, similar to a shot he played in the first match when he was given out, you know, but survived. After he called for the review, it is still a learning process, on the job training and all of that, and on the job training for T20 cricket for Mr. Brooks. You know, I I was really taken aback when I saw Brooks doing the same thing, trying to sweep a ball that is on the middle stump. You know, these are basic things that you learn in cricket, whether it's T20, Test or ODI. Certain things you learn, and you should be able to apply them, given you know, not withstanding the situation. But yes, my viewers and subscribers, I guess by the time you guys hear this video, we would have known, or we will know, you know, whether or not we are going to be having the third T20 game. But I just thought that I would give you guys this story right off the press, so you can know exactly what is happening. Sports to the board, keeping you informed. Please remember to like, share, leave us a comment. If you have not yet subscribed, please go right ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm out.